And then he walks in. I already lost? What? Oh my god. Wow, I'm actually terrible. Ready for final attack. You'll never survive mine. Student debt loan destruction. What's up, SOSHSI? It's Guys here. What's up, guys? It's SOSHSI here, and we are back at it again, playing this dating simulator. I need to finish it up, so I'm just gonna get this started. Let's get right into it. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Like him, like. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked super cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new guy, like I am with Colonel. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous learning student to ever attend the University of Cooking School, you're a thing now? Well, we definitely connected yesterday. Haha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why'd he tell you one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in like this open ass like park? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Marion, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor wasn't like anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone else. Please, 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 it would mean a world to me. No one has to know where it came from, you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret, or share it with your bestie? Well, if someone told me a secret, and I wanted to, keep it secret, I wouldn't tell them, so... Fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. It sounds like some kind of witch poison, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb tapping on her phone that you can't quite see. It's probably not soon. Before you can ask her to confirm that she is definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. The wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh my god, it's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Yeah. His horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it free into the countryside. Oh my god. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment him, but the words don't come out exactly right. Well, what a horseful beaut you have. What a horseful beaut you have. I just said that. Being a good friend, Miriam tends to cover for you. Oh, Diego. Oh. He just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That's not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and they were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel disappears into the school, leaving you, Miriam, to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you must know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make it like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell him, act like you're not interested. Really try. Okay, let's do that. You sit near the rivals, but you leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Damn it. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, aren't you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal fit at you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they've been hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They just got pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them at the mouth. We're playing, hee. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch you, bucket of bolts. Bruh, he was running late. You should watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I never heard such language, not even from a stand mixture. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixture. Bruh. He's getting pissed. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Why would I do that? Sorry. I get a little worked up if people try to pet me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do. Which is why in 1776, by signing the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Diego? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I'm gonna go with the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it in the right way. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. What do you mean I'm Hispanic? The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry. I think you still got some spices stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. The prophecy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. You feel yourself to begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Okay, but like, why would they have the only pepper, like, right there? Like, I could do that shit in real life, and it'd be like, I'd be fucked. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. I'm gonna challenge them, because I'm like that. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Diego. I'll be watching your performance.
Just a thing and reach a boiling point. Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put the stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Timer ready. Just then a huge light blast in your face, flashing the words, timer ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that again. I stand corrected.
The hard way builds something into a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, Colonel Sanders. In case anyone was wondering, I hope it's a message that will lift you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was forced under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Oh, there we go, music change. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Jesus. What are you thinking? Get your hand in. You'll need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 7. Jesus.
That's wrong. I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that. And the miniature kind, no less.
Now you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Vigilance. Oh my god. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog.
It's never the right time for some dog jokes.
Is the row wrong enough to cause a game over? Yes. Alright, we'll be right back. And offers the most flavor. Trust. Oh my gosh. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a good time to harness energy. Where's it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. That's right. Let's go. See your shine. You're not gonna miss it. Oh, really? You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sign of success? Sizzling? Oh my gosh. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Diego B.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is him. Oh my god. Desert Island. There's only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. Oh my god.
You need to focus on the challenge. You're falling behind.
Yeah, so basically, I'm like not paying attention at all. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Diego does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Diego, no. Oh my god. Yeah, so rip my hand. There we go. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
Can't be. I was so close to finishing.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Diego's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Wow, that's the most lame-ass dessert I've ever seen. What is this? A rice patty? Under this white chocolate dome, excuse me, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Diego to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dough, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of strawberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Let's see where this goes. I'm gonna get in between them. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back.
The goatee isn't a fashion statement. It's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god, I have to start this all over. We're back. So, even after I got all the questions right, nothing else happens. So I'm just gonna, not do anything. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Oh my gosh. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions. For the rest of the semester, forever perhaps. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. It's tidy, the storm rages. It's Colonel. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. Of course. And he won't even ask you to carry his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Yeah, bro. Leave me alone. I'm not gay. I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I was always the man to see before you, enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. which is true now, but it always hasn't been.
Sound like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu?
I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already, beat your ass last night.
There was Gorko, my twin, and I, Gorko, here to avenge them.
You stronger than Gorko?
Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal every way. Why do you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Gorko pretty easily, so I don't think that you could have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would.
I think what Diego's trying to say, can we just be friends? Life's too short for me to pretend to be. I suppose. We really don't gotta fight. It's just I got these pointy teeth and claws. All for the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all?
Of course I do. Inspiration strikes you and you come up with a quick idea. Jump on this. You toss a bikini. Oh my god. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp.
Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into a creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook, huh?
Precisely. Brooke used to have a copy, but someone along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Diego, together and I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside his home, you're surrounded by things. You start to feel a special bond with him. What is this? What's this dude right here? Oh my god. He had a beard when he was like 2 years old. Looks like you're having such an exciting life, Colonel.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there's something. It's a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and textures. I'm not sure I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both maybe. Now you've got him ready where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping it on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until a spoonful remains in the bowl.
You mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
Why is he crying? What is this? You could offer to give him more, make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself
comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now will be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to reveal more about Colonel. What's this? A comb. No. A lock flock of silver hairs woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair there isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must be important to Colonel Sanders when I was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared, sashimi style? I don't know what that says. Let's go inside. You open the door to find Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take off a hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You tell the truth. You confess. Oh, like that? Oh, I thought I was going to ask him like I opened the thing.
I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. Nope.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk away into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Bam, bam. Alright. This is a 30 FPS animation. So, Alright. I'm going to stop there because I think that's the third day. So, we will continue maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, depending on how much time I have. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. See ya.